Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a concept that's way less science fiction and a lot more science in progress than you might realize. We're talking about artificial general intelligence, a technology that could, quite literally, redefine everything.
So, let's just start with this idea. Imagine a single machine that can truly think like a human, not just for one specific thing, but for, well, everything. One minute, it could be solving some of the world's most complex math problems.
The very next, it could just switch gears and write beautiful, moving poetry.
Then, it could handle all the tricky logistics of planning your entire vacation from start to finish.
And maybe just for fun, it gets creative and invents a brand new recipe right on the spot. This isn't just some daydream. It's the actual, very real goal of AGI.
That incredible, do-it-all kind of intelligence, that is what the world's top researchers call artificial general intelligence, or AGI for short.
You'll hear it called the holy grail of AI research, and for good reason. The chase for AGI is thrilling. It promises to completely reshape our world, but it also forces us to face some questions that are, let's be honest, pretty daunting.
So what is AGI, really? To understand where we're headed, we first need to get super clear on the difference between the AI that we have in our pockets today and the AGI that scientists are racing to build.
The main difference really just boils down to this: specialist versus generalist. The AI we have today is a specialist. It's amazing at one thing, like translating text. But if you ask that same AI to recommend a movie, it's totally lost. AGI, on the other hand, is the ultimate generalist, the jack of all trades. It's being designed to learn and adapt to pretty much any challenge a human can handle, from creative problem solving to, maybe finally, understanding sarcasm.
So ultimately, AGI is defined by its ability to learn and apply its intelligence broadly, kind of like we do. The goal isn't just to master one skill, but to have the flexible, cognitive horsepower to tackle anything thrown its way and potentially do it at or even way beyond the human level. And this isn't just a theory anymore. The race to build the first true AGI is officially on, and the story of how we even got here is pretty fascinating. The dream itself actually started way back in 1956. But for decades, most of the research focused on narrow, specific problems. It wasn't until the late 90s that the term AGI really came along to bring the focus back to that original grander vision. And now? Well, thanks to this explosion in computing power and data, the race is accelerating like never before.
And just look at who's in this race. It's a mix of the absolute biggest names in tech. You got your OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Microsoft, and a whole new wave of really ambitious players like Anthropic and xAI. They are all pouring immense resources into cracking this code.
In fact, by some estimates, over 50 major organizations around the globe, from corporate labs to university research centers, are actively working on AGI. The scale of this global effort is, well, it's truly unprecedented. So, the big question is, what happens when one of them succeeds? The potential future of AGI is a story with two very different and equally powerful possible endings. On one hand, you've got this incredible promise. An AGI could help us unlock solutions to humanity's greatest challenges. Designing personalized cancer treatments, cracking the code for fusion energy, or modeling solutions to climate change. It could even spark a whole new renaissance of creativity. But for all that promise, the peril is just as profound. Mass automation could cause massive job disruption. Even more seriously, an AGI whose goals aren't perfectly aligned with our own could pose an existential risk. And in the wrong hands, its power could enable terrifying levels of surveillance and control. So, the trillion-dollar question: when will it actually get here? The truth is, nobody knows, and the experts are all over the map. You've got optimists like Ray Kurzweil who predict AGI as early as 2029. The median forecast among AI researchers lands somewhere around 2047. And then you have skeptics like robotics pioneer Rodney Brooks, who suggest it might not happen until 2300. That's almost 300 years from now.
And this kind of bold prediction isn't new. Back in 1965, AI pioneer Herbert Simon claimed machines would be able to do any human task within 20 years. It's a powerful reminder that this kind of immense optimism has always been a part of the story. So where does all this leave us? The quest for AGI is more than just a technological race. It's really forcing us to confront some fundamental questions about ourselves. This entire journey is forcing us to rethink what intelligence even means. We're on the verge of creating something that could be our greatest partner or our greatest peril, and no one knows for sure which way it's going to go.
And that brings us to the final, unavoidable question. As we build machines that can think, reason, and create, what will it mean to be human?